Hey guys, I'm Zach and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite silhouettes and favorite collaborations of the season, and this is the Maison Margiela and Salomon collaboration. Getting straight out of the bat, I did pick up two of these recent iterations, and these were actually featured on the list index video that I did a few days ago. Now, I did love both silhouettes, however, I did lean more towards this low shroud silhouette that I'll be showing you here today. And if you ask me why that is, it's just because of how unique this silhouette is. Now, in all honesty, when I first purchased both of these sneakers, I honestly thought I would like the military looking boot more, and typically that is something that I gravitate towards a lot more, so I thought that would just be the case. However, once I got these sneakers in, I actually thought that the shrouded version was so unique, so different, so I don't know what the word is. It's just so cool of how the sneaker actually looks. And I was surprised at actually how well it goes with a lot of my outfits, especially wearing oversized pants, nylon pants, no matter what you're wearing. These sneakers actually surprisingly go, and I think that was just the biggest surprise for me, and that is one of the reasons that I actually like this sneaker a lot more in comparison to the military boot. Now, getting into some of the details of this sneaker, and something you guys might be wondering is actually how do you wear it? Because when I first purchased it online, I was thinking of how do you lock your foot into a shrouded sneaker. So actually inside the sneaker there is a neoprene type slip-on shoe, so you just slip your foot right into that and you are locked in. It is quite firm, it is quite tight, so you don't have to worry about it just falling off or anything like that. Now, of course, you've got that shroud that actually covers over that portion, so you don't actually see the inside of the sneaker. And of course, that shroud is adjustable as you've got that draw cord on the front, meaning you can keep it open or tighten it up. Personally, I don't know why you would ever wear it not tied up. I think the shroud is actually designed to be tightened, and I think it's just more of an aesthetic element to be there. However, if you want to wear it untied and let it flop around, that is up to you guys. Getting into the sizing of the sneaker. Now, this was something I was a little bit concerned about at first, especially considering I was picking up the shroud and the military high top at the same time, so I didn't have one or the other to compare to. However, I did think that Salomon sneakers do fit true to size based on my previous experience, so I picked it up in a size US 12, a 45, and that fit perfectly. For reference, I am a size US 12 in Nikes and Jordans, and a size Euro 45 in most other sort of silhouettes out there on the market, especially within the designer sneaker realm. Quickly interrupting this segment of the video to mention the sponsor of this video, you guys. Unfortunately, I'm not big enough to have a sponsor nowadays, which means that I am relying on you guys to like the video down below, show your support, comment down below if you have any questions, and it just goes a long way in supporting me to make more content for you guys. So that being said, we'll get straight back in the video. Make sure to like down below. Let's go. Getting into comfort of this sneaker. Now, this is actually something that I was a little bit surprised about, and something I'm sure a lot of you guys know, especially if you guys are picking up designer sneakers, is that honestly they just don't fit very comfortably. Designer sneakers are just not comfortable sneakers to wear, and that's just sort of randomly accepted within the designer realm, and it's just put forth that it looks good, so it doesn't really have to fit and feel that good. And thank God that that is not the case with this recent collaboration. I don't know whether that is Maison Margiela or Salomon's design, but these sneakers are quite comfortable to the foot. The sole of this sneaker is actually quite cushioned, and you've got that rubber outsole which leads to the back of the sneaker with that big contrasting white heel. The sneaker has actually got quite good traction throughout. You've got a military type outsole, which means you can wear this definitely on hikes, outdoors, out about. You're going to be getting a lot of good traction. The sole is rubber, which means you do have to break it in for a day or two, because you will be hearing that little bit of a rubber squeak once you first wear it. However, that does wear away after a few wears, and is something I noticed personally upon wearing this sneaker. Personally, I just think this collaboration was a fantastic merging of two great brands. Of course, Salomon, tactical elements, all-terrain type of gear, and then we've got Maison Margiela, which stands on its own as one of the biggest fashion houses. And I think merging these two brands was a great idea, a great collaboration, and I know they have a few more silhouettes on the way, so hopefully we can see a few of those coming into the later year of 2023. However, for now, I think the silhouette is fantastic. If you guys are wondering which I would prefer, if you were leaning towards the hiking sneaker sort of silhouette or the shroud version, I would definitely go the shroud version 10 out of 10 times. It is a fantastic design. It's very unique, and whilst I do think the military boot looks very cool, it is the shroud sneaker which I have not seen on the market at all anywhere else. With that being said, I know this is a short video. I just want to show you these sneakers on feet. I think they're fantastic. I was looking around for videos online. However, I couldn't really find anything on the Salomon and Maison Margiela collaboration. With that being said though, if you want to see more content from me, Zach, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It does go a long way. Liking these videos definitely motivates me to keep editing, purchasing, and bringing out new content for you guys. So that being said, enjoy the rest of the video, and this is me out. See ya.